We in now?
Yeah, I think so.
This thing on?
This thing on. Mic check. 1, 2.
3, 4.
Mic check, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4 on my F&T, my Freddie Philby
Look how short
microphone.
you are. I need to get
Well,
you
you're
that
6'12".
I got to get you that thing back. I try to edit this stuff,
Uh-huh.
and you can't ever see you because you're always down like
I'm
this.
slumping. Well, hell, I'm old. I can't see. Can't hear.
Not being able to see doesn't mean you can't sit up, though.
I'm
Somebody in the
sitting up.
comments. What's up?
God, you're talking so loud. You're ready to hurt my bad ear.
That's how you're supposed to do this.
Oh.
You were like a professional wrestler. You did promos all the time. You did live TV all the time. You talked all the time. And then you get on here and you just sit here slumped over and whisper.
Well,
My God. Happy 1 year, boys. Hey, can anybody hear us out here? The last couple of times this thing has been the shits. I got my internet fixed. Give me a yes, no, maybe so. That's what my kids always say.
like that.
Can you hear us with 1 year of the Wrestling with Rip Rogers show? Can you hear us? Our camera's off center. I got the hot pink on. I got the guns out, baby.
Yeah, you're ready.
Don't get no better than that. I did not get a workout in. And the way today's going to go, I'm probably not going to get one in either. Either they can't hear us or nobody's going to tell me they can hear us. Somebody in the damn chat tell us Buckshot Kid comes through, baby.
I can't even see.
We got all the top stars in here. Buckshot Kid, Al Robinson, 1 year, baby. Don't get no better than that. Dennis Ramsey with the thumbs up. BSK, Todd Brantley in the house.
Opinion Haver, baby.
Opinion Haver in the house. Sounding good right now. Hey, don't jinx us, man. What's he trying to say, Rip? We're not going to sound good here in a minute.
Who said that?
Opinion Haver, whatever his name is.
Well, he's busy just being over.
Hey, Opinion Haver, I sent you a link for today, man. I don't know if I sent it to your email. Sent you a link sometime in the next hour and a half. You don't have to pop in right this second. Sometime in the next hour and a half, pop in here. We're going to be partying all day. I got the champagne ready.
Champagne.
I'm going to do some mimosas today. We're getting ripped drunk. We're going to do dangerous drugs.
Oh, my God.
Is the first 30 seconds over? We're going to do dangerous drugs on here today. We're getting high. We're just having a big time today. Good morning, Michael Costello.
Okay. Where's Manny the Weasel Valverde at?
He's waiting in the waiting room. I don't know why he's in there so early. I guess he wanted to be first on today. He's in the waiting room.
What's the waiting room?
This thing right there. You can see him. I just haven't added him to the stream yet.
Oh, okay.
Captain Carl Brown. That's a Carl period. I always want to call him like Captain. Like I feel like it's I don't know why. Captain Carl Brown. That's his name. Starcade boys in the house, Rip.
It's about time we've been plugging their music.
Caviar and champagne. Champagne and Rips stole my kids' Cheetos. So
I ain't had no breakfast.
I bought him his own snacks, and instead he ate my kids' snacks anyway. So there we go.
Well,
imagine that, you know.
Well, I'm borderline diabetic, so what the hell, right? So I try to
get all these mics on.
This thing on.
You can't say Fred and Toby's mic anymore if Fred comes on the show today.
No, he'd be over then. So yeah, I got him. I got a microphone named Fred.
We might have Fred Gill on here today, man. Yeah. 2 foot Fred. Possibility. I don't know.
He's over.
I think we might have some surprises come in today, Rip. There's a good chance that we have some surprises live on this show today. Wrestling with Rip Rogers. People could see this better if I could angle that camera, but you don't get in there. So how much you want to this today, Rip? How much you drinking?
Shit, I don't want none of it.
None of it.
My God, I get sick.
Anybody got any questions out there today? Any questions to kick this thing off? I mean, we might as well just get to our first damn guest here. We might as well just get him out of the way, you know. This might be a ratings killer. But you also could just look at it as we're getting this out of the way right now. And he better be in his pose off trunks is all I got to say.
Is there Eric Jimenez here?
We better get this. I hope you're in your pose off trunks. Manny the Weasel Valverde, T Weasel baby, in the house celebrating 1 year with the Wrestling with Rip Rogers show. T Weasel, where are you at today, T Weasel?
I'm at the library.
At the library.
You're getting the free shit from them, huh?
Always the best place
actually,
to be.
Holding off, hit my 1 meal a day here around noon here after I get off the podcast.
Oh, well, you're going to get off here pretty quickly. So, I mean, you'll be eating shortly.
Congratulate you guys for 1 year, Clint, I didn't think he'd last a year with him.
I don't know who Clint is, but hey, you don't sound so excited there, man. Don't.
Well,
Maybe are you being quiet because you're in the library? Is that the deal?
Absolutely.
You can't be. Hey, nothing like calling in from the library, Weasel.
Well, I wanted to make sure, I was trying to figure this out in case I wasn't smart enough to get on. I had somebody here to help me, but I figured it out.
Manny looks like Abdul the Butcher naked.
Give us that body shot. Are you in your
posing trunks?
No,
Jim
no.
going to be in his posing trunks.
All I gotta say is he's got a lot of work ahead of him.
Tell us about your how's the progression coming along?
It's going pretty good. I've set aside 10 to 10:30 every night to get my workout in before I go to bed. 30 minutes of iron pumping, and
The one meal a day. The Weasel. How many tacos is it?
3.
His one meal a day, he eats 19 tacos.
Yeah, it's like the Big Show would eat the 24 tacos.
Yeah.
Oh, great! We got the connection is unstable message. That's always good.
All right.
Technology again, boys. I did run into the King the other night. I saw the King.
Where'd you see the King at?
VFW.
Oh yeah, what was the King doing?
He probably drinking the cold one, signing the books, probably.
Oh. On fire, Weasel. You're on fire today.
He gave me the Roman Reigns. He acknowledged me.
The Roman Reigns what?
He acknowledged me. That's his line, Rip. If you acknowledge me is his line.
Well,
Rip doesn't watch wrestling on his wrestling show.
No.
Well, I tried to, but it's so goddamn awful that I can't take it.
I'm pretty upset. Vaughn, you gonna catch the Elimination Chamber?
I don't know. When is it?
Saturday.
Yeah, probably not.
Sammy versus Roman Reigns.
I'll watch the replay probably.
Okay. Anything else exciting? I want to hear how the stand-up comedy went. Other than it was the greatest show.
Well,
you had to be there, baby.
You had to be there.
You live close enough. You could have been there. Rip Rogers, stand-up comedy, Rushville, Indiana. The greatest thing ever. We're not going to go into details. If you didn't go show up, Weasel, you live right next to him. So that's just too damn bad.
There was a little bit of profanity.
Yeah, I think he said two bad words.
Yeah. Pubic and hair.
Yeah, they were fucking. I didn't say how many times he said them. He just said them. Are you about done opening that stuff up, Rick? These are the same damn muffins that you've had forever. There's a line here. You just rip it. You just rip it. That's all you do. You don't need a knife. You don't need a pin.
I can't see the line, though.
You don't need any of that. All right, Weasel, we got somebody else coming in right now. We got to boot you out for a while. You can come back in a little bit if you want to. I mean, we can have like 10 people on here, but you gotta. I mean, you're right here, rise and shine. You were in here waiting. I mean,
saying, please look at me. Here I am.
Come back in. We'll see you in a minute. Get out of that damn library so you can talk and bring the heat, baby. Well, we got. Look at this, Rip.
I can't see. What is it?
He doesn't have I don't think he's got.
Listen, gang, my webcam is not functioning at the moment, and I'm ashamed of myself. But to be in the presence of two legends like yourself, just congrats on the 1 year. This is Tony from Starcade.
Tony the Heat Magnet, Rip from Starcade, baby. Listen to this. Hold on.
Big gold and a billfold, so swole that I can't get the shit closed. So I money fold.
Tony, right there, baby. I think we're on mute.
Are we on mute?
Yeah, I don't think I can do both. No. That's him right there, the man, the myth, the legend. Tony Schiavone, baby, the Heat Magnet, Starcade, coming in hot with no camera.
Isn't that a letdown?
Don't get no better than that. What's up, man? Are you working today? What are you doing? You just
I'm hanging out with the hounds down here in Miami.
Probably just getting out of bed, huh?
Yes, sir. Actually, I just did. Just got out of bed. I put a little bourbon in the coffee, and we're getting it going this morning.
Do you know who he reminds me of, Rip? He kind of reminds me like he would fit right into the Outrunners. Like, I don't know if you've seen our videos or not, but he would be a member of the Outrunners for sure. I don't know if you know this, Tony the Heat Magnet, but the Outrunners have been on national TV lately. They've been on AEW TV. They've been kicking ass, taking names. Tony Khan loves them. We're going to get him signed to a full-time contract for AEW, and when that happens, we're then going to get Starcade, baby, to do their official intro music. It's going to be the greatest thing ever.
Listen, that'd be an honor. I've seen them taking the world by storm for a long time now. They've been at it for a long time. So I'm glad they're getting their dues. Tony Khan needs to get off his ass and do something about it, because they need some belts. They need some straps. They've been working.
Well, they need a contract first, but they are the Outrunners, so they are hard to catch. Maybe Tony can't catch them.
The most important thing is they spin.
They do spins, baby. They do spins. They would fit right in
with Starcade.
With Starcade in your music videos, doing the spin.
They can just spin. The fast motion, slow motion, reverse, reciprocal, whatever, upside down, mirror image. Just spin. That's all they need to do.
The next video you guys put out, we need to have a cameo. Isn't that what you guys call it? Cameo of the Outrunners doing the spin.
I'd be down for that if we can make that happen.
We can.
What city are they out of?
Miami Beach, baby. They're right with you.
Is that right? Okay. Well, we need to link up for sure then, at least on a club night.
You guys probably live in the same neighborhood. You're in a gated community. You're in a gated community, right?
I am in a gated community. That's most of the communities down here are gated.
But they live right in the same neighborhood. Yeah.
Well,
well,
how many hot bitches down there?
Well, how high can you count?
Well, I don't know how many
that many.
I don't know how many times the worm will work, so I don't know.
Do you have any perfect tens?
I mean, I believe we got a few of them. I believe we got a few.
I think they should be in the market for like a 69-year-old guy with limited teeth.
With limited teeth. There's a market for that. There's a market for everything down here.
Yeah, it's just very low.
But there's a market for it, though. There's a market.
How about 69-year-old bib with no teeth? And are you rich, Rip?
Absolutely.
You got that going for you at least, right?
No, I ain't got nothing.
He's got a wealth of submission holds. What are you talking about?
I got a semi-rigid rock. Well, sort of. Well, I got a smaller worm, but I got a good attitude, even though it's skinny, no girth, no width, no veinage, and I trimmed the grays out of my pubes, so I barely got anything down.
So you have none left. Hey, where's your partner at today, man?
He's on his way. He's out of town right now, so he's traveling. And I'm trying to get him off the. I think he's at the craps table right now, trying to get him off the craps table and get him into this damn chat.
All right, man. Well, we got I got somebody coming in here to do an epic promo. You can stay on. I shouldn't tell what he's going to do. I just ruined the whole damn surprise.
Yeah. Why'd you do that?
You can stay on here for a minute, but we got to add the man, the myth, the legend, the king, baby, the king of, I would say, the internet. He got all this social media stuff started. Look at this guy. I mean, he is Hamin hacker. He's probably. I didn't even invite him to this show. I didn't even give him a link. I don't know how he's in here. No link, no nothing, and he just pops up on my screen.
Well, hell, I don't know how I'm in here. So what the hell?
You're sitting next to him.
Yeah. Okay. Hey,
what's going on here? Yes, yes. Oh, I was just catching up on the book on pro wrestling, Lessons from Rip Rogers, officially on Amazon. You moron marks. Why don't you get over there and spend some money, you cheap bastards? Wow. Happy 1-year anniversary to the Hustler Rip Rogers and Von Lilas here.
Yeah, this is the greatest program we're on today so far.
Yes, it's the best match of my career.
Yes.
Hey, don't forget those tight asses to buy our new t-shirt either. We got a new t-shirt on ProWrestlingTees.com, baby.
Get your ass over there, ProWrestlingTees.com, you morons, and bring $5 to the next show tomorrow night when I defend the Immortal Tag Team Championships with Blaze Haram in St. Johnsville, New York, idiots. Bring $5, I'll slap your face.
I thought it went up to 10.
It is. Well, it's $10. It's a $5 face slap. So, yes, that's right. You get a $5.
It's a $5 face slap, but you charge him 10. I like that.
Yes.
Inflation, right?
Yes, all the inflations. What's good, fellas? How are you doing today? Excellent and grumpy as always, pissed off at the world?
Yeah, I just don't understand where you come up with these tweets. I mean, you got the hashtag grumpy old men trending, I think is what people call it these days. I don't know where it comes from. I don't really understand it. I mean, I sit here and simply ask questions to the Hustler Rip Rogers, and then he gives nice, eloquent answers. I can't get him to quit talking sometimes, and I just don't understand the Twitter thing you got going on there, man.
I think that's exactly why you're the other grumpy old man. You don't understand it. You don't get it. And you just, you're not going to take part in it. You're not going to have any of it because it's out of your comfort zone. So it doesn't matter what's going on. The crowd out there loves you guys, seeing the banter back and forth. It's so grumpy old men, Walter Matthau, Jack Lemmon. That's exactly what makes the show special for sure. Not giving a fuck.
Holy shit! I did give out a couple invites. I mean, you weren't invited. Somehow you just got on here.
Yeah,
but,
I do it.
Everybody can't wait to get on here. So I'm just gonna bring on. Holy shit! Santino's in the house all of a sudden. I mean, we got all the top stars just popping on. They can't wait to get on to congratulate the Hustle Rip Rogers on making it a year, man. 1 year.
Yeah,
What's up, buddy?
Am I on now?
You're on, baby.
Oh, yeah. Look where I am, right in the gym, just like a hustler, baby, getting it done day in, day out. Don't stop grinding. These kids out there can't deal with the physique and the drive of Santino Marella. Okay, I'm using the wrong voice.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
There's no gimmick voices around here. No one would ever do such a thing.
Hey, alhamdulillah, Mr. Hamin.
Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, you lift some extra for me. I got to get over there and box today too. I've got a title defense tomorrow. But he's the new director of authority. He's the DOA. He's the man over at Impact Wrestling. So this is the guy you got to politic with right here.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why we had him on. Me and Rip are looking for jobs.
I'm not quite at the place where I can hire people, but I can strongly suggest.
Oh, yeah, well. That's good, man. Hey, we also right now, I don't know if you guys can see the screen or not, but we got Tony the Heat Magnet, or Heat Machine, I should say, on here from Starcade. So they do our intro music. They got all kinds of cool shit. I think I've sent it to Ben Hamin before.
Oh, yeah.
And they got a new video coming out, but I don't know if you guys have heard our intro music before. But if you ever need any kind of video done, they got some good shit on here. So check them out. Starcade, baby. It's all old NWA style 70s wrestling videos. Great shit, man.
Yeah, I felt bad. We tried to hook up to do something together. I'm a big fan of their stuff, man, and a lot of fun. So hopefully in the future, maybe we can do some old school. And they just left their own show. That's how they do it.
That's it. It's all yours now, Ben. It's all yours.
It's a long time coming, AC and Ben Hamin takeover.
Yeah. Yesterday I went to a gym. This is my own personal gym here, but I went to a gym and I saw the Stairmaster, and I'm like, you know what? It's been a while since I've even stepped on one, and I know Rip set like a record for doing Stairmaster for I think it's a couple hours.
Yeah,
and I lasted 5 minutes on level 7, and I do cardio, I do sleds, and I go cross country. It's just a different. It shocked the body, and I was thinking of Rip. Hey, Coach, I was just telling a story. I did the Stairmaster yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was very hard. I'm not going to lie. I lasted like 5 minutes on level 7. What was your record on the Stairmaster?
Well, me and Regal was in Hanover, Germany.
Yep.
And so we had a $10 pizza bet. So I did the stepper for 3 hours, got off. Wait a minute, and then got off and did free squats for an hour. Then I rode the bike for an hour, and then I did lunges for an hour.
Oh my God!
So I won the pizza bet, $10 pizza. It was Pizza Hawaii. It had pineapple on it and stuff. So that was pretty good. The next day, my left knee looked like a football sideways, but hell, you can't have everything, you know. Can't be big.
Were you just mentally fighting the pain and the burn?
There was none at all. It was, you got to remember, it's body weight.
Yeah.
Body weight. And, you know, I'd been doing 2,000 free squats in a row for, which the record was 5,000, and then 5,000 knee pull-ins right after that. So that's when Randy Savage got mad at me and left the gym because I was doing too much stuff and making him feel bad, I guess. Who's that? Is that?
Look who just popped in here.
Is that Deonna?
She's probably been down there waiting. She probably
Is that
crashed. I bet
Deonna? I
she
can't-
crashed our
looks-
screen a little bit
It
ago.
looks like Deonna, but I can't see very good.
Happy 1 year anniversary.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, he's trying to get me drunk. I think he wants to sexually molest me or something like that. Because it's not.
Don't get it.
If he does, it's not going to be. I'm not going to consent to it. It's. I'm going to be hitting him in the chest. Saying no.
What are you crazy? Sign a $3 million NDA. That's what you do. Now's your time to cash in, pal.
Hey, sorry I kept you waiting down there. I got so many people waiting on the screen right now. I didn't even my screen's not big enough to see everybody. So
It's a family, man. This is a family reunion.
Yeah.
Deonna Purrazzo in the house, Rip. 1 year, baby. She was one of our interviews. Everybody on the screen right now has taken a part in Wrestling with Rip Rogers. Came on, done interviews with us, and now they're back, baby, for 1 year, Rip. You got to feel good about that in your boys club shirt.
Well, what the hell? Hell, Deonna's on here. She's probably had more hour Broadways than anybody in the history of the world for a girl. You know what I mean?
What do you mean for a girl? Hey, let's not put down women's wrestling already now, Rip.
That's not putting women's wrestling down. That's like say she's the greatest power forward or whatever. She's the best of the women. Put
Best of the women, baby.
Thank you.
It could be your new gimmick. Best of the women.
I like it. Santino,
Sure.
Hey, what's up?
Trademark for me, huh?
Trademark that, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, trademark it for me.
So what's been up? How are things with you?
I'm good. Yeah, I just got home and wanted to pop on, and I was enjoying listening to Rip's stories.
You knocked up yet?
No.
Huh? Okay, I was just checking.
Hey, you are allowed to have sex now. You're married.
As soon as you're married, sex. What's that? What the
you're
hell
allowed
is
to have
that?
sex now. That's awesome. Congratulations. You can now have sex. That's great.
It's okay, dude.
Well, let Steve know. I'll let him know.
Now, Santino, your wife. It was your wife's birthday. Was that yesterday?
No, she's on the 24th of March.
Okay, because I seen her something on my phone. I'm trying to think what the hell that could have been 8 years old or something.
Oh, it was something like she reposted a memory that came up or something like that.
I think that's what it was. And then Mrs. Hamin, number 127, I think it was her birthday.
Yes.
And he was yeah.
Every day around here, one of these goddamn wives has a birthday. I'm tired of buying presents. In fact, they're probably calling me now to go pick up dog shits off the lawn. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm not even over enough to hang with these Impact superstars. 1 year anniversary. The Rip Rogers Hustler Show, infidels. Go buy a shirt, morons. YOLO.
Don't get any better than this.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, we didn't even send him a link. I don't know how he got on here, man. He is Hamin Hackerman. We didn't send him a link. He just popped in.
Hacker Hamin. He just hacked into there, right?
Yeah. Did I say it wrong?
I don't know. Hell, I can't remember. That was a while ago.
I hadn't even opened the champagne yet, so
Champagne.
Getting Rip hammered today.
Does
The
Rip?
last time Rip Rogers drank, he ended up, I believe, naked somewhere.
Yeah, the last time I really drank was New Year's 1986, Lexington, Kentucky. The police had to come in. I was posing naked on the bar. And that was the last time until Von Lilas, he forced me to have some little shot of, I don't know what the hell it was.
What did we do that for?
I don't know.
Oh, for like 1,000 subscribers or something.
Oh, okay.
We did. I made him do a shot then. So
I feel like you need alcohol to be naked on the bar, though. Like, you're just one of those people.
Well, I was posing, and then I was trying to get this guy they had a little, let's take a straw and tickle my balls with it so I'd get a little bloodage down there on the wormage. But, all of a sudden he acted like I was perverted or something like that. So, what the fuck though, right? Jesus.
Hey, you guys don't have to stay long, but if you got one little story, maybe, I know we both had you on for stories, but anything else that you could say about the Hustler Rip Rogers here? I feel like it's his birthday. I feel like something like that, just a celebration. If you got something you can give to the show before you get out of here, we'd truly appreciate it.
I have one that was a lesson that we learned in class that he got. And then, okay, I'll explain it first. So they're doing a drill in class, and Mario takes just a simple belly to back, kind of, you pick the guy up and fall backwards. And all of a sudden, he couldn't move his arms. And he had trouble moving in general. He kind of landed on his upper neck. And, the class stopped. Everyone was worried. And Rip comes in and says, "Come on, get up." And he's like, "Rip, I can't move my arms and legs." and he's having trouble speaking. Rip grabs the worm and gives it a little shake and says, "There you go. Get up now." And he's like, "Rip, I'm not joking. I can't move my arms and legs." Rip grabs the worm again. And obviously, if you grab someone there, they're going to react, like, so obviously he's not moving. So he's potentially really paralyzed because he's grabbing his worm and he's not even reacting to it. And then, and of course, the whole class is getting, I remember Stronko was getting upset because you're grabbing his worm and he's completely can't move. And then you were going to pull down your pants and poop on him to prove, to see if he was really faking or if he was hurt. And then everyone's like, "Come on, coach, that's enough, man. He can't move." Everyone's all scared. And he goes, "Okay, Mario, get up." And Mario gets up and he goes, "Remember, you can all be worked. You're all marks." And, and he walked away. And we're just like, what the hell? But people were crying in class. Like, you thought Mario just paralyzed himself. And Mario was in cahoots. And and we're all wrestling students. We're all either, doing shows, and we're all, in the business, so to speak. And that's how easily anybody can be worked.
That's right.
Wow.
What happened was, we were talking about before about how everybody knows about the business. So how can we trick them? So I told Mario, I said, "Go out there and do something, take some bump, act like blah, 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 blah. And then I'll give you the Iggy and we'll go from there. You'll know what to do."
Yeah.
So we did that, and nobody knew but me and him, because I could feel the class turning on me.
Yeah,
Mason Rage was wanting to kill me, I remember. So grabbing the worm squeeze, and he was doing he was sounding good. He had some good sound effects. But at the end, I think I told him to kip up or something, or try and get up that way or whatever. And then I said, "Oh, by the way, that's how you fool people."
Yeah, fuck.
That is awesome.
That's how you do it.
We'll talk about that because it was such a roller coaster, man. We were afraid and angry, and then we felt embarrassed, and we're like, "God damn!" And then I just couldn't believe Mario didn't flinch when he grabbed his worm.
Well, I think he was liking it,
Yeah, maybe that's why he didn't flinch.
Well, he sort of closed his eyes and he imagined an 18-year-old girl that wasn't fat with soft hands and a bottle of lotion that was been in the microwave for 10 seconds. How's that, Deonna?
Hey, Deonna, can you top that story by chance?
I cannot. No.
She's like, "I'm done. It's all right."
It's too early for that.
Early? It's almost noon.
It's too early for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm up early. We have a snow day here in Canada, so Marco didn't go to school, and fun morning of playing restaurant in the house in the basement. Mommy did her workout. Now I'm in the gym. I'm gonna crush some cardio, and then
Awesome,
shovel this goddamn driveway.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for stopping in, man. Really appreciate it.
Man, it's the least I can do. I love you guys. Okay, guys.
Yeah, man. Love you, buddy. Thanks.
Thanks for being on here.
Deonna, if you got to go, you can go too. I don't want to keep you. I just wanted to see if you.
Yeah, that's okay. I wanted to pop in and say happy anniversary, and thanks.
Really appreciate it. Maybe we'll get you on here again another day down the road and chat again. We've been doing some live stuff on here, so.
Oh, awesome!
See if we can work something out down the road with you. All right.
Hey, can you and Steve send any home videos in that you guys made together at night or anything like that on the honeymoon suite?
I'll run it by. He's a
See what he says. Johnny Jeter just came in the house. He loved that comment there.
Oh, God, classic Rip. Hello. Hi, Deonna. I don't think I've ever met you, but nice to meet you.
Thank you.
That is awesome. See what you came into?
Oh, God. It's not surprising. I think we heard a lot of that at OVW, so it's nothing out of the normal.
Thank you. I don't know.
Did that break up?
I think you're on. Thank you. All right.
All right.
Johnny Jeter in the house, baby. What's up, bud?
Not much. What's going on, guys? Happy anniversary.
Yeah, I feel like me and Rip just, I feel like we're celebrating our 1-year marriage anniversary, kind of. It's kind of feeling that way, even though I've known him since I was 5. Johnny Jeter thought at one time you were my uncle. I remember him asking me that in OVW one day. Now I'm married to my uncle. of many, many years, and now we're celebrating 1 year today, Rip.
Yeah, well, I do remember you. I'm like, you hang out with Rip a lot, or you do a lot of stuff with Rip. I'm like, are you
trying to
related?
get me drunk, you know, wants to take advantage of me. He wants a man with experience.
Well, there you go. And you got it.
Somebody had to drive to all the practices and all the shows and
Yeah.
you know, something like that. So
I wish when I got into business, I had somebody that I could pick their brain and go with them.
well, you went with Valiant some, didn't you?
Yeah, a couple of times when he had ribbed me about this and that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but every time I would drive Rip, I'd pick him up in Seymour at the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
I'd give him a protein bar and a Diet Dr. Pepper, and then we would drive to Louisville. And the whole time, instead of talking anything about wrestling, he wanted to talk about the ABA, Kentucky Colonels, the starting five of the starting team, the Alou brothers. I remember you were telling me about all three Alous who played in the outfield at the same time. He wanted to talk anything but wrestling.
Rip's like, I would have loved if someone took me under their wing when I was your age. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, you're in the car with them, not talking wrestling.
Well, no, it's just
talking sports and everything else.
It's just a Chahey gimmick thing, you know.
We did talk some wrestling, but it was a lot of other stuff too. So.
Well, it's sort of like, well, Johnny. It's like now Johnny Jeters. He's emulating you now because now he's up for Husband of the Year and Father of the Year now.
Hey, he's up the bar high. I'm trying.
He's Mr. Internet with a smile on his face all the time, saying, "This is the child I produced, me with the woman of my dreams." And I said, "Well, hell, that kid looks like the goddamn mailman," you know. And he had a little Spirit Squad diaper on and everything.
Oh yeah,
Spirit Squad PJs.
I mean, you hear people say, you know, you got a voice for radio or whatever. Jeter's got or face for radio. However that saying is, Jeter's got the voice for radio and a face for TV, man. He's got it all. He's the total package over there.
I think he should be the next guy on SmackDown or whatever the hell it is.
The next guy on SmackDown. Are you
Well,
talking about like general manager?
No, like an announcer, you know.
The next of them.
Yeah. Dude, I'll do that. Hey, one of the three of us would be on the announce table. That'd be pretty fun.
I think you got to have a lot of tattoos on you, though, don't you?
To be an announcer,
a lot of them guys have a lot of tattoos on them. You know, just a tattoo gimmick. Or you can be on AEW and just wear a mask.
God, I don't know how.
That's a hot item.
Actually, I'm not going to say anything negative about anything. But
negatory.
I feel like back in the day, I feel like with the announcing, I mean, it was mostly just former wrestlers going to the announce table. Now I think some of those guys are either former athletes or they're journalism majors, or they especially had TV background prior to coming to WWE, and now it's very formalized and more. Not professional, but just more like you got to have the background for it, I think.
Yeah, you got to be a goddamn fucking old wrestler to know what the hell's going on.
Except for Pat McAfee, he just jumped in and.
Yeah, but McAfee's all gimmick. He's awesome. He just starts talking.
Yeah. He's definitely got it.
All gimmick.
AG, all gimmick.
So you still got the school going on? We never did get those T-shirts, man. I check my mailbox every day to see if we get the. Those wrestling T-shirts with your Manicore Wrestling Academy, and never got them yet, Rip.
Well, what it was, Johnny called me on the side.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, I'm kayfabing this, and he's talking about that you needed an XXXL because you were so big,
which I didn't have in stock.
They didn't have in stock, and I think in about another week they're going to be coming in.
Oh yeah. Which, by the way, these were the new shirts, which I did get, but then I only ordered like 20 of them, and then it's like as soon as I get them in, everyone's like, "Oh, give me a shirt, give me a shirt, give me a shirt," and then I run out, and then I'm like, "Ah, crap!" But I will get another order, and I will send to you. I promise.
Well, give me the fucking one you got on right now, asshole.
Still waiting on. Waiting on a shirt from Jeter. I'm waiting on protein bars from Gail Kim. We got a lot of things we're still waiting on here. So.
I remember at OVW one time, like I think when I was there, I mean, my metabolism was through the roof, and I couldn't gain weight to save my life. And I think, I think in practice one day, but then again, we were having practice from like 8 to 1, and we were going hard, burning a ton of calories. And I remember Rip just looks at me and he goes, "Jeter," he's like, "You need to eat a protein bar right now. Like, you need to put some weight on. You need to eat right now." Because probably compared, I mean, back then, it was the Monster Factory. Everyone was just so jacked. You had like Dean Visk, you had Chet, these fucking meatheads. You know what I mean? Just looking for Tank Tolan. And meanwhile, there was me, which I don't think I was in bad shape. I probably could have leaned out a little bit, but like,
no, you just look like an athlete.
Yeah. You got to look like someone in a bar you don't want to fuck with, and I didn't look like that.
Yeah, but you take your body back then and put it out there now, especially like in an AEW, you would have been.
Yeah, you'd have been Mr.
You would have been
Universe.
one of the best shaped people there.
And look at that. I mean, I don't think that's half bad.
Looking good, baby. I think you're hot. Good voice. You're hot. I mean, if I was gay,
I go say if I was gay, I'd fuck
mean,
him.
yeah.
Hell yeah. At least, give him a blowjob, or he'd let him.
I mean, there for a while when you got out of wrestling and or at the end of wrestling, you cut your hair. I was not nearly as, a little disappointed in that, but you grew your hair back out, man, and you were back over with me after you got the hair back.
Now he's driving past the grade schools and stalking all the young boys. But don't worry, we'll kayfabe that.
Yeah, we won't say. Listen, nobody's gonna watch this thing. You're fine.
Oh my God,
you're fine, man.
Well, I will say, as soon as I cut my hair for Spirit Squad, I just started growing it right back out. So if you watch the progression in Spirit Squad, my hair is in those awkward phases of growing the hair back out. But yeah.
Well, thanks, man. Thanks for popping in. You don't have to stay. I just wanted some people to pop in and say how great our show is and put us over on the live TV here, so I can chop it up and then reclip it later. So I don't know if you, I don't know if you've told us yet how great our show is, but if you want to do that, that would be.
No, your show is amazing. I feel very fortunate and honored that you guys had me on, and love seeing you guys and catching up and talking about past times. So yeah, definitely glad I got the opportunity. I did forward you the link. I'm in a fantasy football league with some of the OVW guys, and like Ken Doan's in there, Tank, Roselli, Giovanni, Antonio Promise, Tom, all those guys. So I did send a link and said, hey, if you guys jump in, I'm going to jump in around this time. I'd messaged Chris Cage, but he said he's also going to be on later today or something. Today,
yeah. Oh, I'm glad you said that. I forgot all about it. 12:30 or 1 o'clock. We got an interview with Cage today at 1. Man.
Yeah. He mentioned that. So
I haven't even sent him a link yet. Thanks for reminding me.
Don't worry about that. I already sent him the link.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, well, it's good catching.
Hey, we'll get you back on down the road if you want to jump back on for a little segment sometime. Not today. I mean, just sometime.
No, for sure. Sounds good, man.
Good all right, thanks, buddy.
Thanks for coming on, John. Have a good one, baby.
You too.
Live the dream.
Man, these Starcade boys show up, man, and they don't show their face. They're mysteries, They pop in. They got pictures on the screen. We want to see Starcade, baby. We're Jay Crockett.
You can't just throw a camera on any old place. I mean, I can't show you. I'm hiding out in the dungeon here, Daddy. There's too much dirt to have the cameras going on around here now.
Too much dirt. Those Starcade boys are over, Rip.
We got to get Rip. We got to get you out to New York City. These young New York City ladies are horny for the older men, let me tell you.
Well, that's older men that have got GM. They got money. So that would leave me out. So all I got is a good attitude with a small worm. And I can take my teeth out, have a magic tongue, but,
Hey, that's all it takes. All you got to do out here is open a door for a gal and you get more than you bargained for.
Holy shit.
That's it, huh?
They get you out here. They're starved for the sight of a real man out in New York City. You can come out here and have a field day.
So we got one half of Starcade boys. We already had your other half, the heat magnet or heat machine or whatever he goes by these days.
The heat machine. Well, I need to cut a promo on whoever's making these Seymour Fame lists. I don't know why the Hustler isn't #1 on everybody's.
No, Mellencamp's #1. I didn't know who the hell they were. But I knew the Rob Wheatoff, but I didn't see. I don't watch TV, so I didn't know he was a big time thing with what he does on was on some game or something?
He was on a video game.
Game, yeah.
So I've never done or seen a video game in my life. So what the fuck?
Well, I'm just saying, Johnny Cougar, you've had twice as many women as he's ever dreamed about having.
Oh, your tag team partner just popped in, man.
Oh, there's the heat machine. He's down in Miami. He can't have a video on either. There's too much dirt going on there.
Listen.
We can't be on here kayfabe.
We want to know when that Rip Rogers video is coming out.
We got a new video on the agenda. Here's what we need. I don't know if Rip would be into this, but we have a scene where we're going to have models that are completely naked and they're going to be wearing goat heads. and they're going to be
What do
rubbing
you,
down.
J-Mac, you can't listen.
They're going to be rubbing down a man with lotions, and we are thinking Rip might be into that. We don't know what he would charge for that, but
Well, are they ebony hued? Let's put it that way. They got a little mocha in them.
there's so many hues you won't be able to count them,
I
Daddy.
mean,
How about that?
Adobe doesn't have as many hues as we do, Daddy. That's the truth.
We don't do one hue. We do all the hues.
Okay.
Hey, so they got they're going to be on Rip. They're going to be on our show. We're going to release their Tully Blanchard video. They got a new song with the Tully Blanchard video next Thursday night. I don't know if we even got a time down. I know Tank Tolan's coming on Thursday night. Did I tell you guys a time for next Thursday? Have we talked about that yet?
No idea.
Next Thursday night, I think it's going to happen, Rip. We're going to have Starcade on here with a video release. We're going to share YouTube channels, video release, new song, new video, Tully Blanchard, baby. It's going to be the greatest thing that people see on Thursday night.
For next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Whatever date that
It'll
is.
be the greatest next Thursday of all time.
Hell yeah, it will.
This is going to be the greatest thing ever for any Horseman marks, any Tully marks. This is going to be, even if you don't like the song, which is going to be better than anything Johnny Cougar or Grant Green, Rip's best buddy, wrote for him. It's better
George
than
Green.
It's Oscar worthy. Oh yeah, George Green. That was your best buddy. Yeah, this is going to be Grammy level.
Speaking of Grammy level, look what just stepped into the chat here, man. Look at this guy. Holy shit.
I thought you said there was a party going on.
There is a party going on.
That was the invite I got last night. It said there was a big party. Rip was getting high. You guys were doing all the illicit drugs and drinking.
We are doing dangerous drugs. No, I don't know what illicit means, but we're doing dangerous drugs. Rip is he is so messed up right now. We're so high, I haven't even been able to open the champagne yet. This place has been packed. The party scene has been crazy. We got people in here from New York, Miami Beach, Florida, or the other. Where are you at? Somewhere else in Florida? We got all the top stars in here to Rip.
I'm in my Space Fortress. That's where I'm at because it was party time.
We had Hacker Hamin in here from his.
Oh, I missed Hacker Hamin. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
Crazy.
Congratulations, you guys, on doing this shit for a whole damn year. That's impressive.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks.
I know you got nothing else better to do. So.
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah, they do. They're both married.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, kayfabe that. I hope my wife's not watching this show today. We're talking about
Don't
getting
worry.
rubbed down by naked ladies with goat
Your
hair.
wife probably never watches your show. I would imagine. She seemed much smarter than that when I met her.
Yeah, she is. She doesn't watch it. Hey, she brought home today though. She came home from work. My kids didn't have school, so she came home from work, took the kids bowling, so we could have Lila Studios all to ourselves. She brought me champagne. She brought me orange juice. She brought me everything. She even bought Rip snacks. Bought you some muffins. I mean,
well, that's why she's why she's wife of the year.
That's right, baby.
Don't tell your wife that, Rip.
Huh?
Don't tell your wife that his wife.
I'll be like Ben Hamin and have 127 wives.
I mean, could you imagine? That seems like a lot of work.
Hey, speaking of wives, man, how's newlywed life treating you?
I mean, the same as it was months ago.
Yeah.
After the second one you missed.
Yeah, my bad, dude. If you would have just got married the first time, it all would have worked out.
You know, hurricanes, COVID, it all makes sense.
Maybe the universe was trying to tell you something. Like, don't.
I mean, it always tries to tell me not to do anything, but I just keep doing it anyway.
You say, fuck it, I'm doing it anyway.
Well, yeah.
So, Vic, we got Starcade on here. I don't know if I ever sent you that. I think I sent you that old Starcade video once, right? The one.
We probably tried to get Vic in the video.
We definitely tried to get Vic in the video.
Nobody's ever
didn't
tried to
record
get
our
me in the
calls.
video.
I think I might have invited you to New York for that one video one time, or maybe you were still in WWE at the time. I think maybe. I think you were.
Could be. I don't ever remember. The only invite I've ever had was for a Viking music video that I was in for about 5 seconds.
Oh, you were in it?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it out there? Can I see it somewhere?
Yeah, it's a Monomarth. Crap, I'm trying to remember the name of the song now. It's like "Crack the Lightning" or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was that like a wrestling thing, or they just wanted you as like you, like your gimmick right now?
It was because I lived in the area where they were filming, and Big Eric Rowan was good friends with them. We met them one time. We'd been trying to meet them at a couple shows, and finally one time we ran into them in like Costa Rica or something like that. And then
where it happens.
Yeah. Well, no, and then we got, hooked up with it or whatever. So it was cool. It was one of those times though where I'm sitting around with a bunch of actors and they go, "Oh, are you going to get into acting after wrestling?" And I said, "No." They go, "Why?" I go, "This shit is boring as fuck." Like, literally sat there for like 8 hours for like 5 seconds worth of filming, where most of the time they were just fixing the camera angles and lighting. It was really boring. But,
yeah, I mean, I was on Starcade's video, man. And what did we do, guys? We had one day, right, to get the whole thing done?
Yeah, we shot it all in one day.
All in one day, and I got there. I don't remember what time it was, 8 in the morning, let's just say. And
This
then
when you had the wig on?
yeah, and I did my like spot in the beginning, and then I didn't come back in until I think something later, like that afternoon. So I pretty much just drank all day. I don't know if they knew.
Yeah, I was going to say, you and Clay Starr had a spot at the bar the night before.
Yeah, well, yeah, the night before. He overslept that morning. But even that day, I was like, screw it. I walked down somewhere in New York and just walked to like a gas station or liquor store or something and bought a couple 40s and came back.
I think the Night Stalker might have had some of your dangerous drugs involved too.
Yeah, the Night Stalker.
The Night Stalker definitely was on some drugs. He was just laying there all vegged out, man.
Hey, I got a hot question for the Hustler for the 1 year anniversary.
What's that?
Rick, for shows in Seymour, high school gym or the Armory?
Ooh,
what do you
question.
prefer?
I know my answer.
And why?
It's a high school gym because people come to the gym. But the
Armory's got a different answer.
Well,
I love the Armory.
Well,
man.
the Armory's more fun. Armory's more fun and is more intimate. Yeah,
Right.
But whenever we run the high school, usually we'd have 1,000 people there.
Okay.
And at the Armory, you can't. I remember the first time I went in the Armory when I was wrestling for Dick the Bruiser. We crammed 700 people in that Armory. And they brought all the bleachers in from Geyser Park.
Yeah.
And that's how we got 700 people in there. Because there's only about 200 and some chairs there, and that's it.
Yeah, I just love wrestling in Armories, man. I think I don't know, something about them. I think they're, like you said, more intimate, smaller, whatever. I love Armories.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a bigger, like you get less people in there, but it feels like a bigger deal because it's packed and sweaty, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Armories are always hot.
Like it's that Seymour gym seats 8,000. So I mean, you get 1,000 in there, and it doesn't feel like
right.
How many do they seat at Beach Grove? Because legend has it, Clay Starr, you and Clay Starr teamed up against VL at a Beach Grove spot show. Now I don't know if I believe Clay on that.
I actually clipped it. I spent hours getting clips ready for this show, and we got bombarded with so many people. I haven't shown any clips, but part of the clips that I have are from that show. So
against the Japanese giant.
So eventually, I'm not going to go through and pull it up right now, but eventually I'm going to put it on here, and you guys will see it. It'll be
6'12" Clay Starr. I saw his publicity pictures, acting like he's over, just standing head to shoulder. Taller than everybody.
He said he had on 1-inch boots, but I think they were 3-inch boots.
I think they was 8-inch boots.
Yeah,
he's really 5'11" and a half.
Yeah, you take his boots off, he's my height.
Rip, why were Clay Starr and Von Lilas never the hottest heel tag team in OVW? You couldn't get Clay Starr down there?
It was me and APOC were. That's why.
Yeah,
isn't that right?
There it is.
But you could have done a turn and had Clay Starr come in and thrown the whole.
He wanted nothing to do with wrestling. He hated wrestling. He wouldn't even talk to me about my own wrestling. I had to basically talk him into doing the Beach Grove show, and then when it was over, he loved it. And I said, "Hey, you want to do it again sometime?" He's like, "No, done."
I'll get in there next week and take a gut wrench.
He wanted nothing to do with it, dude. APOC. I was telling Rip when he got here. On that tape, we just teased the tag. Like we were trying to get, like Fang was our third partner, so he took all the, all the heat and the bumps and everything. But Fang was in early, getting a little bit of shine, but he pointed to my brother, like to see, you want me to tag him in? And the place was just going nuts. I'm talking absolutely crazy on just the potential of a tag to get him in. It was unbelievable.
It was potential chili.
It was great, man. Place was electric. He was over, baby. He was over for a night. That's for damn sure.
I'd imagine.
That could have been like the greatest night of his life.
And I just said, well, I mean, it should have been. I mean, that's when I did the my first show, man. I knew I was getting back in. Like there was no doubt in my mind that.
Was this? Are you talking the Battle Royal, or when the thing fell out of my pot, or when you dropped the gimmick? At the
No. I'm
show?
talking about the Seymour Battle Royal, or the Muncie Battle Royal with Cena and all those guys.
Now, how many? You got all them films of the victories you had in Muncie?
I mean, APOC, I don't know if you know this, but I beat John Cena, I beat Rene Dupree, I beat Idol Stevens.
I remember the story. Yeah.
I mean, I beat.
That's why Batista had eyeballed you that one time when we were backstage.
At WWE?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did do that, didn't he?
He sure did.
I forgot about that.
And that's when Hogan come up to you and he wanted you to do something. You told him to fuck off.
Yeah.
And he just said, okay.
He said, okay. He said, okay.
And you were taller than him.
Yeah.
He was looking down at him.
That's right. It's exactly how it happened, man.
Big man.
Damn.
Hey, Beast, you're on here. I just sent you a link through Messenger. Just sent it to you. So Manbeast was in that match with Chili, my brother.
Oh.
And he just had him stand in the middle of the ring. And he tried to tackle, boom, bumped.
Uh-huh.
Then he did a different, then he got down and ran all the way across the ring, bumped. Then he went to the turnbuckle and had my brother come over just a little bit and try to do a flying tackle off the middle rope, bumped. My brother never moved.
Perfect.
And he took 3 bumps. Power comes in. Clay turns around, bump.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was awesome. And the place was just going nuts.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts.
Less is more, baby.
Less is more.
I was telling the kids at our school, I go, it doesn't matter sometimes how good you are and what you can do, but if you got any ounce of personality and fire, it'll make up for every other thing that you don't have.
Yeah.
So.
That's a problem with today's wrestling. Is characters. Everybody needs a character. Everybody needs to be goddamn different.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about stupid moves. They don't fucking mean anything.
Yeah.
Unless you beat somebody with them.
Yeah. I mean, I went to my first shows this weekend for the first time in a while at NWA. And I have to say, it was a really good show. Like all of their shows were really good from top to bottom because they were just like old school matches. Like I hadn't actually watched wrestling like that in a long time. And I was like, wow, this is actually really good. Like even their younger talent that, were just getting out there, all of those guys, like it was real hard hitting, good wrestling. And I was like, wow, this is nice to see a show like this. Like this is 100% watchable and enjoyable from top to bottom. So.
Anything old is new again.
Yeah.
I've seen. I've watched them online. Now, are you allowed to tell us anything, man? Did you have a match? You allowed to break any news here?
I did not have a match. I was there mostly supporting our Death Proof students because a bunch of them got used for the show, and like one of our guys actually worked Homicide, so he had a really great match. That'll be on TV in a few weeks, I guess, or on their YouTube show for Power. So that was Salazar. He's one of the Death Proof guys, and one of our a couple, I can't remember if one of them was on TV. One of the girls was on TV, and it was funny because one of the security guys kind of standing behind me watching the monitor, he goes, wow, these girls are really kicking the shit out of each other. And probably like 2 seconds after that, one of the girls forearmed the other one in the face and knocked out a bunch of her teeth. So, it was no joke. There are girls out there, like even I'd been watching a dark match the day before, and I was like, do these girls hate each other for real? Because like, wow, they're beating the shit out of each other. Yeah, it was something else.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to go down there. I was kind of thinking maybe you'd have a match I'd get to see, but whatever.
No luck. We'll see what comes in the future. You never know. It was good to see it. There was a lot of, that was a really good locker room. There's a lot of cool people in there, and that's
much
like
old OVW people too.
Yeah, it's a really nice, like, talking to the guys, like it was a pretty awesome environment. Like it's a rare place in pro wrestling today. It was cool to see, though. Really cool to see. Made me actually enjoy wrestling again.
It's so much fun to hear you guys. When I get you on here and hear your voice and talk to you and telling you stories about 20 years ago or whatever, and how we've all kicked around and stayed in the business one way or the other.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you go somewhere else and there's these guys well, hell, we was together how many years ago, and you go back to telling stories about this guy and that guy and what we did in class and all the stupid shit that was going on and all the swerves, all the fucking ribs, etc.
Yeah, well, that's what was cool because there was guys there like OVW guys that I'd never met before because they were there before me and or before or after because like there was, you know, like Chris Masters I'd never really gotten to meet or Trevor Murdoch, like somehow we'd missed each other all these years, and then even like Jack Stain, getting to meet him and like talk to him and stuff. Like me and him talked about OVW for quite a bit, so it was pretty cool. You know, there's always that OVW bond between like such a huge crew when you think about it. So.
Yeah, because I was there 20 some years, something, you know, whatever the hell it was. Yeah. And I'll sit there and you'll mention these names and I get confused. I'll see a face and not a name, or then I know the name and not a face. Yeah. And then I said, well, what was the nickname I called him? Because they had their own, they had their real names, their gimmick names, and names I'd call them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I had all the above, and I'm fucking so goddamn old, and I get confused on everything. So what the fuck?
I feel
you. If you guys need to go at all, just jump out of here. I'm bringing a couple more people on, but if you ever need to leave, just say, hey, I'm out. Peace out. But you got to put us over first. You got to come in here and tell us how great a show we have and all that kind of stuff, so I can clip it up and put it out later. You know. I think you already did that, though.
Always looking for the praise. Always looking for that, for the
put over. Yeah. I mean, isn't that right, Rip? I mean, come on.
Well, you go.
Hey, where's this new NWA? Where'd you go see the new NWA shows? Where are they doing that?
They were in Tampa this weekend, or last weekend, but they travel around. So their next one's coming up in Chicago pretty soon. So I think that's next month.
Where's home base?
We need Billy Corgan on here.
Yeah, we're trying to get Billy Corgan on. Yeah, you Starcade boys. NWA is back. I don't know if you know that. Obviously, maybe not. NWA's been back. Billy Corgan runs it. He bought it, runs it. It's been around for a while. It's on the internet.
I was on his show a couple weeks ago because it had the thing with Dr. Tom when he pulled the picture out of me.
We've been trying to get Billy Corgan on the show to no avail yet, but one day, maybe one day.
He's probably scared, man. There's some legends right there. Both
we got all the legends in here.
Manbeast and a mini beast.
We start talking about the big Clay Star match, and the man, the myth, the legend, Manbeast, who got his ass kicked. Oh, we got kids in the room. We got to watch your mouth, Rip. Okay. Who got his ass kicked by Clay Star is in the house, and then it looks like one half. I don't see two halves. He's got his camera vertical and not horizontal. He's way back there. It looks like we got Turbo and Floyd on, Rip. I don't know which one this.
Is Turbo and Floyd on here?
Yeah, Turbo and Floyd is on.
I'm here. He's here. Turbo and Floyd has arrived.
So what's up? Earlier we were talking Turbo and Floyd about the legend. We got another legendary team on here called Starcade, baby. And you guys, the Outrunners and Starcade, are a perfect rock and wrestling combination. Baby. Yeah, I tell you what.
You know.
It's like the 70s meets the 80s.
They're all porn stars from the fucking 80s.
Oh, yeah. Greatest ever.
Yeah, we got to eventually get together and do this. I'm going to jump out of here and let them take over. I just want to say thanks to Rip. Thanks to Von Lilas. You both are true legends in the game. Congratulations on 1 year. Looking forward to another year. It's an honor to be on here and looking forward to being on again and releasing our new music video next week. So thank you guys both.
Hell yeah.
We're going to get that. And then when they do it, and we got a bebop with our head. And
hell yeah. You guys better be on camera next week, too. Next Thursday,
yeah, we'll
be
on camera next week. We'll have the cameras lined up. And Turbo and Floyd,
thanks,
we got to link up. We got to link up and have a mustache competition. That's the next thing in order. All right. Take it
easy. All right. We're on. It's on.
Peace. Peace.
Fantastic.
Randy Floyd.
Greatest ever.
Turbo and Floyd.
All the top stars. All the top stars here.
Just spin.
Believe Turbo Floyd has time to even come on the show. He's so busy lately.
No kidding.
Just outrunning everything.
That's right.
Everything. Except the scissors.
What's up, Vic? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, brother. It's been too long.
Same beast. What's up, buddy?
Yeah,
the new kid?
Yeah.
What's up?
Congratulations on your child.
This is the reason I haven't been too active in the wrestling community lately.
Oh.
If you're wanting to make it in wrestling, I don't recommend having a kid, but
it's harder.
She's the youngest guest ever on the show, I believe.
I think you're right. The youngest
Might
guest
be.
we've ever had
Just
on
broke
here.
some records.
Well, Manbeast is busy being. He's like you, Lilas. He's going for Father of the Year, Husband of the Year.
I saw Lilas get it. I got jealous, so I was like, "Oh, I got to have one too. I can't let Lilas be the only dad of the year."
I wonder how many Turbo and Floyd have.
They probably got
out there running
around.
The
They're outrunners.
Yeah,
they're outrunning the law.
Oh,
they'll never find me.
They'll never find me.
They'll never find me. I'm on the move.
That is awesome.
I think Randy's going for that record of the longest engagement held by who had.
So we talking wrestling today or what?
Yeah, Nick had about 10 years.
Nick beat Bobby Baker.
Yeah. But then Bobby Baker's, he's dead. So Nick's the largest one, the longest one. And then Randy, you can have that be the longest engagement with Red. That'd be fantastic. Greatest ever.
Hope she's not watching the show today.
Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Hey, but the thing is that Tony Khan's favorite tag team is right here on our show.
One half of them, Turbo and Floyd. We're here.
Yeah, where's
Floyd?
Turbo or Floyd? Where's the other one at?
They're both right here.
We're both right here.
We're both here. Truth and Magnum is busy somewhere, I'd imagine.
Yeah, where is Truth and Magnum? They're not coming in.
Truth and Magnum has stuff to do during the day. It's where Turbo and Floyd does not.
Well, Turbo and Floyd, he's busy. Aren't you is Turbo and Floyd on the unemployment gig right now, and then at the gym at night, just training all night, and Weezerking there for kids' ass, or what?
Turbo and Floyd is at the gym most days and most nights, and now we're on the move OVW Thursdays and on the move weekends. And then the rest of the drill.
AEW stuff coming up, man.
I don't know what all I can tell you.
Oh, you can't tell me? Can't break it here? I mean,
I don't think
this is
so.
the show people come on to break news like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm not allowed to say stuff until it has happened. So we'll see.
So when Tony signs you for big bucks, you say, "Hey, I got a job." All right.
Yeah.
Then maybe we can get a special interview with Tony Khan.
Yeah, that's right. The Outrunners will get some
and we can do a big worldwide video where everybody spins.
Yeah.
That's all you want to do. The most important thing is
spin,
baby.
Yeah.
Spin, baby.
Even though you've wrestled for how long, I'd have you teach my class. But the most important thing to get a job, you had to spin.
I was telling you, Rip, we found something just stupid enough to get over to the wrestling. Something just stupid enough to get over. And I guess that's what
I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but we have the former leader, member, captain of the Army of Two, baby. The vet.
There he is.
So, hold on. I feel like I'm sitting on something.
Opinion haver.
What's this doing here? All right. What's up, guys?
Ben Hamin stepped in and plugged that book. We got Manbeast in here. We got Turbo and Floyd in here. We got Vic the Space Lord in here. I mean, we got all the top stars in here right now.
All the top stars, greatest ever.
I do, if it's all right. Y'all were talking about the Seymour Armory earlier. I have a quick funny story. I believe it was the one and only Derby City Wrestling House show that we did back in the day, and we decided to do a bunch of gaga at the beginning. Go to the ropes, pose to the crowd, yay boo spots. And while we're doing all this gaga, Rip walks out from the back to the ringside, and in front of all the fans, just looks at us and yells, "Start fucking wrestling!" All right, and then we did a collar and elbow lockup and started wrestling.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you don't do that in the first match. Give them wrestling, and then slide that one in next.
I think that was the night I had a cage match with Blair, I believe.
No, that's right.
That was the greatest cage match we had that night, wasn't it?
I'd never been in a cage. I'd never been in a cage before.
Yeah. It was only a half cage, I think. I think you were taller than the actual cage that we had.
Yeah, that was awesome. I just stepped
a fence match?
over it like Lex Luger did against Luger Brody. I just stepped right over.
Well, it was DCW. What the hell, right?
Well,
Yeah. Hey, APOC, tell the story about us not getting in the cage, man, in OVW on the cage match night.
oh man, when I pulled out every dirty trick thanks to Rip, I knew possible.
What did I do?
Well, so I got in trouble because I told Danny in improper words that we didn't want to have the same cage match as everybody else that night, and he got really hot at me. But it was because you had been like, well, if everybody else is having the cage and you guys don't want to do the match because it's just, you know, going to kind of mess up with the storyline that you guys were going with, you came up with all the plans of me coming out, faking the injury, having the crutch, had powder, all the stuff. So it was me coming out, faking the injury, saying I was hurt and I couldn't work. And then I can't remember what I did first. If we threw the powder in Von Lilas's face and then I kicked the shit out of him with all the extra stuff on the outside or not.
It was on the outside by the announcer table with the crutch and everything.
Yeah, it was great. That was a lot of fun because that was probably one of the only times I just beat you up and didn't have to take any bumps. So
it's great.
And then Danny wasn't so mad afterwards. So
no, you got the story totally wrong. I should have just told it. I knew I knew you'd messed this thing up. Not how it happened at all. We were in the feud. Yeah. And we wanted to end our feud with a cage match because shit kept happening. With interference from your girl and all that kind of stuff. So then we had cage match night and we're like, man, we can't do it. So Rip did give us the idea. We did not tell Danny first. We just went out and did that. We got back in and that's when Danny just started chewing us out, cussing at us, said we were fired and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You don't remember that?
I remember Danny getting mad.
He told us to get the fuck out of there. He told us to leave.
Oh, I thought it was before the match.
No, that was after the match.
Oh.
You can't fire Rip's nephew, Von Lilas.
That's right. Good call. That's what I said to Danny. I said, you know who I am, right? Rip's nephew.
Now, was that the thing where they put the cage? They had the cage sitting there all night. So
yeah, it was every match.
Oh God! So that's the worst thing in wrestling. Every match is a cage match.
Yeah.
After two of them, you're sick of a fucking cage match. Yeah. So.
Well, wasn't that the night though at the end that Sucio or Jimmy jumped off the balcony into the cage or something like that?
Well, they jumped off the top of the cage because that was a big, huge ass cage that Danny had there for OVW. But yeah, I was just talking to Susie about that because he had asked me if I remembered that night, and I was like, yeah. But I couldn't quite remember their match. I couldn't remember if I got to watch it all at that time or if I watched it afterwards. But
you didn't really remember our match either.
Jimmy's ass go straight from the top of the building onto mostly Revolver, but I got a little bit of it.
Right.
So that was like in the balcony or whatever, right? Not the cage. Is that what you're talking about?
No, that was the show where he had the tournament. It ended with Jimmy jumping off the cage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what am I thinking of? I thought he jumped on Cardinal maybe when he was up in the balcony, like the rafter, where we would watch the show from where the girls' dressing room is. Yeah. Didn't he jump off there one night?
Yes.
Possibly, yeah.
His Cardinal kayfabe catching him, but luckily Dirty Money was there to save the day.
Yeah, I wouldn't really want to catch somebody from up there either, to tell you the truth.
What year was this? When did this happen?
I don't know. I don't know years at all.
Maybe 08.
08, really? Huh.
Yeah, it would have been 08 or 09 because I left in 09, which was not too terribly long after that.
Yeah, I must have just missed that. The only cage thing I remember, and I don't think I was actually in the building for it, but I heard about it. Something about having a cage for a main event that took 5 times longer to set up than what the main event lasted. Do you remember that, Beast?
Who was that? I remember that happening, but I don't remember.
Yeah, that was the Derby City Destruction show, and that was also my fault. We wrestled for about 5 minutes, and then we took it home.
I thought it was you, but I wasn't sure. It was like the Mobile Homers versus somebody. But who are you guys supposed to?
Devo and Moose, for some reason.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. We just wanted to leave the fans wanting more by the end. And, we wanted a lot more.
A lot more, yeah, I was going to say.
So did we not just know how to put up the cage, or who put up the cage?
I think it was the DCW crew, and they weren't used to setting that up, so it just took forever because it was the first time all our guys had set up a cage.
Yeah, well, it's probably Rip's fault, probably.
No, I already know what we should have done, so it doesn't matter.
What should we have done?
No, you have spin. You have one intermission, and so you have one intermission, and you set the cage up.
Yeah.
I think we did, but
And-
it just
and-
took like an hour.
And then all of a sudden, with the loudspeaker, you got free autographs over here. Then you got concession stand sales over here, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you just make a big fucking party out of it. And then when the cage gets up, you have your match. And if the show's 20 minutes too long, well, this was something special because you had to have the cage match.
Had to have it.
But you gave him a good cage match and you give him a good goddamn finish. So that's the way it is. Memories. See, when you're old, you can remember some stuff, but you still know how to do a little stuff a little bit.
Rip was probably out of it by then, though. Were you guys like running the show at that time?
No, I think it was a ticket seller thing at that time still.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Remember like Pop?
That sold the most tickets. You're in the main event.
Yeah, well, that's how you got people there.
I'd always go back for those ones that Nick used to run, the homecoming ones or whatever. And man, he put over some quite the characters in those main events, man. Tell you what.
Yeah, I
But
remember
they sold the most tickets.
I remember when Danny Holly was there, right? And he sold about 90 tickets in Seymour. And then the next time he sold like 4 or something like that. He goes, man, I don't know what. I said, Danny, that's normal.
They've seen your
They've seen your act.
That's why Beast. That's why Clay Starr. That's why Chili, my brother, never came back after that match. He couldn't top that, man.
He's smarter than all of us. He knew. One and done.
Man, I'll have to clip that. I got it. I could play it right now. I'm not going to.
6'12", baby.
But those tackles you took, and then the choke slam at the end, all that stuff. I was telling Rip, that was so awesome, man. That place was just going nuts.
Oh, that was one of the most fun I've had in a wrestling match. Yeah, all the kids just went bananas.
Hey, looking back, now, Beast, when you and Power went 90 minutes at that seminar we had, was you about 19 or something like that?
So, yeah, I was pretty young. If it was 07, I would have been 21.
Okay. Now, we're just talking normal shit here. I got a 21-year-old guy in a wrestling school calling a 90-minute fucking Broadway. How fucking good were you guys? And that was the norm.
Yeah, it was you, Rip. You made us. You just drilled it into us.
But you wouldn't understand that. I said, when you get out of here and you start working these other shows, you're going to see how good you are. And you don't appreciate it because you're surrounded. You made each other fucking great just to fucking keep up.
Yeah.
You did so much shit. You didn't have time to think about it. You were doing it. It was just fucking muscle memory. You was learning to wrestle on the fly, think on the fly, call on the goddamn fucking fly. You guys got so good, but you didn't even fucking know it. And I'm just chuckling. Whereas if you go to another show, these motherfuckers will go, God damn.
Speaking of guys that can't wrestle, Mike Mondo.
All right.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up, Mikey?
We're telling Mike Mondo stories about when he was. It was only alleged that he was hanging out with young boys, so it's no conviction.
I tell the same story. I saw him with my own 2 eyes with a big fat girl. So I know if he did like boys, he also liked big fat women too. So.
I'm just coming on here to wish you guys a good, happy anniversary.
He's covered his ass for those when he had the 12 young boys in the room. What the hell?
Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Mikey, baby.
We got all the top stars in here. Can you see people that are in here?
I do. I see we got a whole room full of people.
Yeah, man.
Boom. Yeah. Is that the Manbeast there?
Yeah, Dad Beast.
Yeah,
He's Dad Beast now.
Boom.
Dad Beast.
All the top stars.
Turbo and Floyd up there in the top right. I don't know.
All the top.
And Floyd, the big spin.
Turbo. The big spin.
Big spin, baby.
Yep. Awesome.
Hey, Turbo and Floyd, I got a question for you because
What's up?
Nick took a bunch of heat being Eugene, and Cornette gave him a bunch of shit. People now will probably say, "Oh, the Outrunners spin, blah blah blah." But you were Randy, like Randall Floyd, whatever the hell your name was, like a normal wrestler. You know what I mean? Like, where'd that get you? You know what I'm saying? So, the Outrunners, baby. I say anybody that says anything about the gimmick, and Nick was on here and said Nick Dinsmore would have never main evented anything in WWE. Eugene got to work with, Flair and come out with do stuff with Hogan and The Rock and all that kind of stuff. You got any comments on that kind of thing, the whole gimmick deal?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a matter of changing shit up because it wasn't what I was doing wasn't working. I mean, I was getting looks for sure. I got the tryout, and Mondo was down there, and I can't remember his name, the coach there. I should probably Matt Bloom told me we're not interested in guys like you, and I was like, oh, okay, well, so now it might be time to change things up. They wanted more real wrestlers, is what they said to me. So
to you,
yeah. We want this to be more real because I was kind of starting to get in the feel for kind of what we're doing now, and sort of trying stuff out. But shit, it wasn't working. And then we left OVW and we went and we shot. Truth and I had an idea and we just kind of took off with it and just started trying shit. The spin came out of when we came back to OVW. We were taking all these bumps, and when we would bump, we would kind of flip and spin out of it. Kind of the Mr. Perfect style, if you would. And somebody at OVW told us, just between us guys, I think you should spin a little bit less. So our entrance that night, 20 minutes later, without even talking to Shiloh, we both started spinning as hard as the ring. So they came from somebody telling us not to do it anymore. And basically us saying, fuck you, we're going to do it.
You know what I heard out of all that story was Mondo wouldn't get him signed.
Mondo didn't get me signed, so I got heat with Mondo. No. I think it's worked out for the best because we're kind of in a pretty good position now, and we're actually having fun wrestling as where before, with what I was doing anyway, it got stale, and I was incredibly bored with what I was doing on TV at OVW. I mean, the most fun wrestling I was having was Saturday and Sunday going and practicing with Rip because I could do whatever the hell I wanted there and have fun and learn and
Is that then after that? Is that when you started cutting your hair right here?
Yeah, I started
illusion of baldness.
Yeah, I started thinning it out on top to give the illusion of baldness. And yeah, that's that was the big game changer for me when I learned how to manually thin my hair.
Yeah, there's not enough bald wrestlers today. We need a few more. Just a few more.
I won't be one of them. I got perfect hair.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm right.
Could never be bald.
Okay. Are you breastfeeding your baby right now, Beast? What you're doing?
I put her down. She's crying. I'm pretty sure she shit her pants. But happy anniversary. I'll make sure to put the. Well, I guess she's not packing yet. Rip, are you packing today?
Oh, don't. No.
Hey,
I'm live in here with him. No.
You want to bet?
No, we're going to get canceled. We're going to
No, we're not.
Oh, come on.
No, wait a
I don't
minute.
want that shit in my studio. No. What the hell's wrong with you?
But am I packed? Your bitch. Of course I'm packed.
on that note, happy anniversary, guys.
Thanks, buddy. We'll have you on again.
See you, Beast.
See you, Beasto.
I'm
Live the
gonna
dream,
say
baby.
It's not going to get higher than that. So happy anniversary,
That's
guys.
right.
I'm glad this is going so well for you guys.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Pop.
Have fun.
What's up, buddy? Miss you,
Do all-
man.
Hey, miss you too, Mondo. Been too long, baby.
Thanks for
Yeah,
coming
I know,
on,
it's been a
buddy.
hot minute,
Appreciate
brother.
it.
Anytime. You guys all take it easy. Have fun.
See you, man.
See you later, brother.
Cheers.
It don't get any better than this.
No, doesn't get better than this.
All the ex-alumni coming in from the last 25 years or more, whatever the hell it is.
And we even had Santino pop in this morning. Johnny Jeter was on earlier. Who else came in?
I saw Jeter.
Yeah, everybody.
Deonna come in.
Deonna came in.
All the top stars. You weren't kidding. The true party.
All the top stars, baby.
I was wondering if the Alaskan Assassin was coming in or Specs.
Oh, man. When's the last time anybody talked to Specs? You guys heard from him lately?
Well, you got to feel the effects
of
Specs.
Never Specs. I don't.
Yeah.
Lumpy Magoo. Never heard of him again. Alaskan Assassin. Nothing.
Ranger Milton?
I think I did see something about him once. but
Ranger Milton.
I think he posted something in that OVW group at one point in time. can't remember.
All the top stars, baby.
Awesome.
God, we'd always have Specs. Didn't Specs always end like promo class?
Specs always ended the promos. Yeah.
Man. Richard Crane.
You guys have no idea how hard Specs worked on his promos. Like that, he had like because he was my roommate for a time, and he had notebooks full of stuff that he never used. Like what you guys saw was just like the tip of the iceberg. Oh, wow. But he was always thinking about it, and he was real hard on himself about all that stuff. But when he came to class, what you guys saw, it just seemed like he came out with this amazing epic promo, like right off the top of his head. So what he was doing was he was like mixing and matching lines that he had written down in all those notebook pages or whatever, and crafting something for a 1-minute promo. Or a 10-minute promo. Didn't we do a thing at one of the amateur shows where he closed the show and like kept doing a promo? You told him just do a promo, and you left him out there, and people were like walking out of the building, like they're all okay. I guess the show actually is over if he's just gonna keep talking.
It might have been. I don't know if it was the same night or not, but there was one night where I was supposed to. It was the end of the show. I think I don't know. I was supposed to just keep chopping him. And keep chopping him. He was supposed to no sell every one of them, and then I was supposed to basically just bail and leave. And my hand hurt so bad, and then I finally just quit. And he no sold every. You don't remember that he no sold everyone, and finally I just bailed. So I don't know if he cut a promo after that or not, but I left him in the ring one night after that.
There was another time I think where like he came to the Wednesday taping. And you know how they do, like they'll have somebody come home, they'll get somebody in the ring and say, take us home or whatever. And Specs was in there one time and he was doing a promo, and Punk got up and left. And then he went through the back and came out through the entrance with a kendo stick and got in the ring and hit Specs in mid promo. Now Specs was not smartened up to this, but he just sold it instinctively like a wrestler would. He just went down, and everybody, like, you know, Punk's just looking smug, and then everybody in the audience was like, yay, you know, like, and I was kind of like, what a fucking prick. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Specs was something else, man.
He was great. We were talking, Mondo, a little bit earlier about the all the people that we used to put over in those homecoming shows that would be the top ticket sellers. I remember we had who was the deaf guy? There was a deaf guy. Was his name God, what was his name? Nobody around during that time?
A deaf guy?
Yeah.
I don't remember a deaf
Mickey.
guy.
Was his name Mickey? I think it was Mickey. Mickey was like the top ticket seller one night. I think his name was Mickey. Nobody was around for that, huh?
Well, we
I
had
remember Mickey.
there was a Jonathan, the guy. I did there's a thing on where we did a false tag with Body Guy, and because he was arguing and going.
He came in and he did the spin.
Yeah, we needed.
Top rope, he does the spin.
We needed to spin.
No, he did the spin. Is that what you're saying?
He does. I've seen the video many times. Jumps in, does a spin, pulls the ref.
Yeah, that was when Body Guy jumped over and then did the spin. It didn't go nowhere, right?
Didn't go anywhere, yeah.
Because Berto was refereeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Berto was
That's
refereeing.
who you stole it from, huh?
I must have, yeah. I didn't even think about it. Body Guy's he's the man though, so I'll give him all credit for that.
Manbeast said Ram Jam was the deaf
Yeah,
guy's
that was
name.
him. Ram Jam.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. If I got anything else, we're gonna kick you guys out of here in a few minutes. We got Chris Cage coming up at 1 o'clock. We gotta have to take a break.
We got a blue.
And we gotta hit this
Dude
chat
Buster.
You guys remember Chris Cage, right? Mondo, you know Cage, right?
Of course I know Cage. Hell yeah. 80s beat. Absolutely. Was he,
Yeah, he's
was
gonna-
he coming on 1 o'clock?
Yeah, 1 o'clock today. We're gonna go live with him today at 1 o'clock Eastern, so in about 30 minutes or so.
Nice, man. That's
He's never been
awesome.
on the show before, so
Absolutely. Who else have you had on the show here earlier? You said you had Deonna on here earlier? I saw
yeah, they all
a
just
couple
stopped in to
of
say hi. We're actually doing like a sit down with Cage for like an hour, like, you know, when you guys have done it or whatever. So we're gonna
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
sit down
man.
with Cage and not have run-ins. We just wanted to have a run-in party here for the anniversary here.
Yeah, we had
Big
nothing.
anniversary.
Yeah, we didn't have nothing to do, so we just said, "Oh, we'll throw numbers at them," you know.
Absolutely. Well, I just wanted to pop in and say what's up to you guys. Love you guys. Congratulations.
Love you, man. All right, what's the chances of Turbo and Floyd doing a spin for us before we get out of here, man? Any chance of that happening?
I'm not getting paid today.
He said, no.
I'm not getting paid today.
Yeah. Man.
I got to get paid.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you got to pay for the spin.
I mean, all the
Let's
stuff.
see some super chats, guys. Come on, get it going.
All the stuff I've been putting out there on the internet, Rip, Twitter and Facebook, and on this show on YouTube, getting the Outrunners signed and telling all our loyal fan base to put them over and tag him and retweet, do all this stuff for the Outrunners directly to Tony Khan, and I can't even get a spin, man.
Yeah. You also couldn't wait to text me to tell me that Jim Cornette hates me. So
I could wait. I mean,
you know, Lilas is always.
I woke up to that.
He's always Lilas is always stirring the pot.
Yeah, the Cornette said you guys are goofs, can't work, you're jobbers, all this shit. I was like,
well, I had to throw. I got to keep you grounded a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I will tell you this on that YouTube video when they clipped it out and talked about you. I put a comment on there and stood up for you guys. Went against Cornette and the rest of the crew. Stood up for you guys in the chat, in the comments on YouTube, just for the Outrunners, baby.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Well, your time got cut.
It did. We lost a little time, but that's all right.
Yeah, you lost a lot of time
because of the scissoring. The time got cut. That's what happened.
Everybody's too busy trying to get all their fucking shit in, like fucking marks.
We got
I have to get all these moves in, so everybody goes 40 seconds over. All of a sudden, towards the end of the show, you ain't got no fucking time.
Take what you got.
That's it, baby. Make the most of it.
That's right.
Just pay me, baby.
Congratulations on all that, man. That's really cool stuff.
Thank you so much.
Keep going, man. Keep going strong. I messaged Shiloh. I known him for a long time.
Yeah.
Actually, my class ran on OVW for a while, and just want to say I'm proud of you guys, man. Especially, I know him for a while, and he really came a long way. And nice to see you guys get a break. Keep running with it. Enjoy the moment, bro, and keep working hard.
We are. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Keep spinning, baby.
Keep spinning.
Keep spinning.
Keep running with it. No pun intended.
That's right.
The out and the runners.
The
out and runners. Turbo and Floyd.
Turbo and Floyd.
We spin and win. We are here.
Yeah, that's sort of a ripism, you know, this Turbo and Floyd.
Oh no, it's great. I love it every week. You have no idea what Truth's name is. It's Turbo and Floyd.
I can never remember.
It took you guys weeks to figure my name out. So.
Yeah, Turbo and Floyd.
Turbo and Floyd. You got both of us.
That's just goddamn Randy. Nobody's Turbo. No, it's Turbo and Floyd from now on.
That's how I'm going. I'm going to change everything. Turbo and Floyd, Jim Cornette's favorite wrestler.
And then we can say, oh, they're starting the match off, and Floyd's in. Turbo. Well, you can't do that. It's got to be Turbo and Floyd.
Is it Turbo or Floyd? No, it's Turbo and Floyd. He's in.
I'll tell you who I love is that that dude that does the AEW Dark or whatever it is, Elevation, the YouTube announcer, Matt. Is it Matt whatever, the Martello dude or Martel or whatever his name used to be?
Daddy Magic.
Daddy Magic. I love him during your matches, man. I think he's awesome.
He did it, yeah. I think he's part of the reason why we've been kind of on the run we are on, because he put us over so hard on commentary, which we're not expecting at all, and then immediately messaged us after the match and congratulated us on everything. So I think he's had a hand in getting us around, and he talks to us every time we're there. So I can't thank him enough either. We talk to him every time we're there and thank him, but he put us over incredibly strong. I don't think he was supposed to. So
I think he does because he just really likes you guys. Like he likes watching you guys. He's entertained, man. You can tell he's just entertained by you guys. I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
he's just thinking 80s porn kings, you know.
And then the one time he couldn't remember your names or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, it's on the back of their tights."
Yeah.
That makes it
Turbo and Floyd.
That makes it easy. Yeah,
that makes it easy.
The back of your trucks. One says, "I'm Turbo." I'm Floyd.
I'm gonna see if I can draw in the "and" this weekend or something. Put
on the back of your tie should say Turbo N, and then
Turbo
Floyd be on the back end. Guy. What's his name?
What's his name? Yeah,
Shiloh
Floyd. I'm Turbo. I'm Floyd. We got to do a song. I'm Turbo. I'm Floyd, like the Mouseketeers.
I hope Tony Khan's watching this today. He's gonna have a lot of good ideas, man.
Well, he's going to be picking his hair out. His eyes are going to be
Hey, we got to say good things.
No, it is. No, wait
Okay.
a minute.
Are you saying
Because
positive things?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's Tony's gimmick. Get
Okay.
real.
All right.
Everybody's got to have a gimmick.
Everybody's
We got
gotta
Rick McMahon strutting down.
Okay.
Tony's thing is to have the bug eyes and the black afro. It's fucking awesome. That's Tony. That's TC or TK. That's
TK,
Tony
baby.
Khan.
Yeah.
TK.
That's like Turbo and Floyd.
Yeah. It's just
And,
like the same thing. All right, boys, we're kicking you out of here right now.
Yep.
All right,
Gotta go.
guys, I'm gonna take
Thanks for
off.
coming.
Go
Appreciate
to
it.
the gym. Try to get those
Congratulations, guys. Can't believe it's been a year already.
Thanks, boys.
Hey, this is the best program we're on today.
It's the best
This
one
is-
yet.
Don't say,
Many
yeah,
months.
so far. So far.
So far, yeah.
Absolutely.
This will be the best podcast I've been on all day.
Thank
Okay.
you. We really
That's right.
appreciate
Greatest ever.
Fantastic.
See you, boys.
It's
Congratulations.
It's
Thank
you,
you.
all of you. It's you, Furbage.
that. All right,
This thing-
Rip, we're
this
not
thing
done.
on?
Yeah, we're gonna hit this chat here. I've ignored the chat all
Oh.
day. We're gonna hit the chat. If anybody's still on here, we're actually coming back with Kalen Croft, who was WWE Superstar with the Dude Busters, Trent Beretta's partner, Kalen Croft, aka Chris Cage from OVW. We're gonna be on here at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You got all the questions ready for that interview, Rip?
Not yet. I hadn't
I
thought
don't-
about him yet. We had
All
a
right.
lot of guys on here. We didn't even really get a chance to talk to him about. We was bombarded with so many superstars.
I know that's why I wanted to. That's why I booted him. I booted those guys, Rip, just for our loyal.
We had a lot of guys with green up here, and hell, I couldn't see very
Yeah,
good.
no, we're getting him. Michael Costello, good morning. I don't know if you're still on. D Warren, I'm home for my lunch break. I love the show. Have to come back later and catch it. Joy you as nearly as much as Jim Cornette. Well, we're getting there, Rip.
Well, Cornette's great. What the hell? That's great.
Any
to be
stories to Buddy
compared.
Lane, Cupid Assassin? We're not doing stories right now.
What's that? I can't. Okay.
I
I can't read that. You know,
let's
I'm
see.
blind.
Run in by the Ayatollah. So that's Ben Hamin.
Mhm.
Shout out to the hustler on 1 year of the podcast game, Captain Jones, Cap Jones. So Deonna's babyface now. I have no idea. Hey, there's Shiloh. Happy anniversary,
Floyd.
Ripper, and Lilas.
Sherlock or
From-
Turbo and Floyd.
From Truth and Magnum. as-
Truth and Magnum. Okay.
from Truth and
That's
Magnum.
fucking awesome.
Tony the Heat Machine. That's Starcade Boys. Now here's who I need to know. Who's this?
I can't see.
G Force 4, Foresight 4, $9.99 super chat, Rip.
Holy shit.
G4 Scythe 4, whoever the hell that is.
I don't know. I hadn't seen him on
Thanks
here
for the
before.
$9.99 shout out, baby.
Shit, I'd be getting me some chips now.
Nick Beckman, Beckham in. We already had him on the show. Buckshot Kid had him. Sean, okay, brother. I don't know. Did we miss something from here? Oh, so he might. Wait a second. Did he pay us again? The same dude? Maybe you didn't know he paid us the first time, but he did it.
Kayfabe,
He did it again.
What is kayfabe?
He said, wait, Clay Star wrestled for real. Clay Star from Starcade. So this must be a
Yeah.
Starcade fan.
Oh, right. Clay
Yeah, baby,
Star.
stay Clay Star from Starcade. Yeah.
6'12". Most appearances ever by a Seymour pitcher with the 6'10" and throwing a knuckleball. That's a first.
Maybe that's Gary. Maybe that's Tony the Heat Machine's other
Alias.
Could be.
Okay.
Question for you, Rib. Missed today's game. You TV characters. We're not doing questions right now. We don't have time. Greg Smith, what's up, buddy? Greg Smith was in the house. Ram Jam, we already knew. Big Al Robinson.
Big
Do a little
Al.
super chat for us. Happy
Big Al's
anniversary
right here.
party. All right. Thanks,
Don't get
Big
any
Al.
better than this.
Can't believe it's been a year already from Barry. Yeah. George, is this Big George your friend George, you think, or a different George?
Does that say Georgia or George?
George, it looks like. Happy anniversary, Jim. Pleasure as always. Greg Smith just got my notification.
Greg
Yeah,
Smith's sort of like if we need to know something, we ask him.
Well, hell yeah. Yep.
He's like
And that's in a good way. We're not being
right.
we're
No,
not
that's
being mean about it. That's for real. Like,
yeah.
So what we're doing, anybody that's still on there, we're coming back in 26 minutes, 1 p.m. Eastern. Kalen Croft, aka Chris Cage, former WWE superstar of the Dude Busters. Live interview. Rip's got to go pee and get all the questions ready in the next 26 minutes.
Yeah, I got to pee. That's for sure. The question's ready. We'll figure that out later.
Let me see. We got to get at least the head bob. It's our anniversary, Rip.
Well, you got to have the music.
I mean,
going
we
on.
got to do a toast. You got to have a sip.
No, I might puke.
One sip.
No, I got that heartburn. It's so fucking bad. Oh, I did pretty good not cussing today, didn't I?
Oh, you're allowed to cuss.
Are you doing the ice thing?
Here, I'll just give you it. It's
what is it?
just a little champagne.
Okay. Well,
a little champagne. You can do
I better hold my nose when
you
I
do
do
a
it.
little champagne. I mean, it's
All right.
it's a toast. 1 year, baby.
Okay.
Oh wait, we gotta get Starcade on here for our anniversary toast.
So we gotta get the head bobbing.
Yeah. 1 year anniversary. Champagne.
Big gold
1 year
and a billfold, so swole that I can't get the
1
shit
year.
closed. So I money fold and rubber band wrap.
Oh, how was that, Rip?
That was the greatest.
Is that the greatest shot you've done all day?
I've done today. Yeah.
We're out of here.
It's killing my heartburn.
Should help it.
Oh.
Greg Smith said I'm supposed to be working, but I wasn't missing it. Oh, nice, man. Thanks.